All right, today we're going to talk about investing and the 10 wealth principles that I believe that everyone should adhere to. 10 wealth principles, what are they? I'm going to run through the list. And as we go through each one, I'm going to tell you what I feel that means to me. And then you get to choose what it means to you. So let's dive in. Number one, you should never, ever give up control of your money. What that means to me is if you hire someone or if you've got a guy, right? It, do not give all of your money to that other person, to someone else, even your spouse. I want you to come in as a team. I don't want you to have everything riding on someone else. Even in my relationship, I don't want Elle to only come to me for money things. She needs to learn. She needs to know this stuff because I'm not going to be around forever. The reason that I teach these things to you is so that you can take this and implement them in your life and teach those around you. That could be your parents, that could be your kids, that could be your coworkers, whoever that is, your friends, right? So never ever give up control of your money. That's number one. All right, number two, what you focus on grows. What you don't care about or look at is soon lost. This is directly related to money. It can be related to multiple areas of your life, but it's directly related to money. What this means to me is if you don't pay attention to it, money's just going to disappear, right? If you don't have a budget, you're going to spend everything. And sometimes you're going to spend more than you even have, right? That's why I really, really don't like credit cards. But what you focus on grows. Are you focused on getting out of debt? Are you focused on living your ideal life? Are you focused on investing? Everyone has a different season and a different chapter they're on. But what you focus on grows. Hi, friend. We'll get back to the episode in 1 second, but we want to give you a free gift for joining us today. It's a 3-part free workshop where you get to learn how to get a 10% raise without doing more work. Then we're going to teach you what to do with that extra money. Because the end goal is for you to start living your ideal life years, if not decades sooner. So, do you need to get out of debt? Do you want to spend more on the life that you want to live? Or maybe you want to invest that extra income. All of these things are in this free workshop. Just go to sentinelcoaching.com/raise. That's sentinelcoaching.com/raise. Now back to the episode. Number three, remember the 10 wealth principles. Number three, choose investments that are powerful and stable. So, AKA, meaning long track records. That's what my investments are in. Everyone around the world, or if you're watching this, believes in real estate because they have a powerful and stable long track record. The stock market is another great investment source. Cryptocurrency, not so much. It's starting to get longevity to it, but it just doesn't have a long enough track record for me. Gold has a long track record and it's been stable, but it's just less than the stock market, right? You get to choose that. Choose investments that are powerful and stable. All right. The next one on the list. Always consider taxation and inflation as part of an investment. Directly related to what I just mentioned when I talked about gold. Gold has a long track record, but it has only kept up with inflation, right? So that's part of it. You need to have investments that will outperform inflation. And then taxation. How can you avoid paying taxes? Here in the US, a Roth IRA or Roth 401k are great options because you pay taxes on that today and you don't pay taxes on all of the growth later. Now, there's limitations on how much you can put in per year, but they're great ways to do it. A traditional IRA or a traditional 401k, you do not pay taxes today. So there's a taxation benefit, but you do pay taxes on the growth over time when you take it out. There's no right or wrong. You just don't want to have your money earned, taxed, then you put it in an investment, and then gets taxed again. Capital gains tax. It's not fun. And I do have those investments because I do want access to that money before retirement age in the US, which is 59 and a half. So just consider that. All right. The next one is make maximum use of the assets you have. Great example. I live in an RV and I am maximizing this. If you own an RV and a home and a beach house and you got a place at the in the mountains, how are you going to juggle all that? You're working a lot just to pay for all those things. So maximize the use of the assets you have. So for me, as soon as I'm not living in this RV, I'm going to sell it. Why would I still own something that just sits there not being utilized? That could go for your beach house. Do you really need a beach house? Or can the amount of time you spend there, could you go rent something that costs probably a lot less and it's probably going to be a lot nicer for the money that you spend? So maximize the use of the assets that you do have. All right. Number 6 on the 10 wealth principles. Diversify your investment portfolio, but don't diversify too much. I get this question quite often when it comes to what I recommend when investing. So there's 4 types of investments I recommend when it comes to IRAs or 401ks, right? The stock market. So growth type of index funds or mutual funds, growth and income, aggressive growth, and international. So 25%, right? There's 4 types, 25%. And inside of each of those funds, they're going to be up to 100, maybe even 500, right? The S&P 500 is a great example. 500 different types of companies inside of one fund. You get to choose on how much to do, right? So I have clients that are like, oh, I got $10,000 in this account. Should I do another $10,000 in this one and $10,000 in another one? It's up to you. There's no right or wrong here. Your number may be 20,000. Maybe it's 100,000. Maybe you have been fortunate enough to reach 1 million and you want to have 1 million in each of those 4 categories. There's no right or wrong answer here, but you can be too diversified. And what I mean is you go put $100 in 100 different types of mutual funds. Well, you're spreading yourself thin, right? Just buy funds and have those 4 types that I just mentioned. Growth, growth and income, aggressive growth, and international. And that's just mutual funds. So if you want to have a portfolio of rental property, right, do that. But maybe you only do single family homes instead of triplexes and duplexes and commercial real estate. There's all types of different, just have a focus and just really excel there. All right. Next one. Break your investment portfolio into 3 basic categories: conservative, medium risk, and volatile. So, what this means to me is conservative is cash, right? My emergency fund is a conservative investment. That's an investment in myself to give me confidence that I know that I can cover an incident, an inconvenience, or an emergency in the future. So, I could have that invested in a money market account. So and then the next one is medium risk. What does that look like to you? To me, that could be an RV, meaning I rent the RV out, right? Medium risk because I own it and then I get to rent it out. Now that's risky because are they going to take care of it? Is what's going to happen to it? And then I get an income from that. Another medium risk could be the home you live in. Why? Because the reason that you live in it is it will go up over time. But most likely you have a mortgage that you have to pay off. So that's medium risk to me. Volatile could be mutual funds, right? The stock market. We don't know what that looks like. We don't know what tomorrow brings, what the president's going to do. Is Facebook going to change something? Is TikTok going to get canceled in the US? There's all these different things that are very volatile when it comes to picking those things. So break your investment portfolio into those three basic categories and have some of all of them. All right. Number 8, your money must multiply at high rates of return. My take on this and high rates of return is 10% and on average per year. That's what I do my math on. I do an average of an annual 10% return when it comes to my mutual funds. And it's beautiful. When I have that consistently over a long period of time, the compounding effect is amazing. If you can get more than that, amazing. Great. Go for it. Please share it below. Share it with other people. Anything less than that is great when it is for your conservative type investments, right? My money market account for my cash for the emergency fund is going to be smaller. All right. Number 9, it is pointless to be a defensive wealth creator. You must be offensive. What I mean by that, you cannot save all of your money and expect to grow wealth over time. If I put all of the money I've ever earned into a money market account, like a savings account in my bank, I would not have nearly as much money as I do because I chose to put it into the medium and volatile types of investments, mutual funds. I've even done real estate in the past, right? You've got to go on the offensive when it comes to building wealth. All right. Number 10 in the 10 wealth principles. Pay for the advice that you need to get and go to the person who will give you the best advice. If that's me, amazing. Thank you. I'd be super grateful for that. But if that's another financial advisor, if that's your parent, if that's a business mentor that you have, reach out to them and pay for the advice that you need. Are you paying them for one-on-one coaching? Are you paying them in the sense of you found tremendous value in their podcast or their YouTube videos and you want to give them some money of how they've helped you? Uh, are you taking them out and just saying thank you for a lunch, right? Are you you doing courses? Are you buying their books? Whatever that thing is, it's worth it. It's worth it because you're going to learn something. You're going to grow. And again, you're going to be able to take that knowledge with you and you're going to surround with your friends, your coworkers and your family. Think of the ripple effect, right? Once I teach you something, then you're able to teach the other people around you. And it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. So those are the 10 wealth principles. Share with us below what principle you want to really focus on. Which one are you going to focus on for the next 3 weeks? And which do you agree with and which you don't agree with? So comment below if you're watching the YouTube video and share this and make sure to subscribe and we'll see you in the next video.